Hello and welcome to Stretford Paddock. This podcast is brought to you by Surfshark VPN. Now more than ever, our internet reliance is increasing, from talking to loved ones, to streaming your favourite shows, to watching any of the podcasts here on Stretford Paddock. And with that increased footprint, so does our need for proper internet security. And Surfshark is a VPN service that encrypts your data, which stops anyone unwanted from seeing it. Another great thing about Surfshark is it allows you to see all of the great content from around the world. Simply sign in to Brazil and check out their Netflix. You can watch Croatian Amazon Prime. And when you're on holiday, you can still watch all of your shows from back home simply by changing it to your home nation. It is that simple. And currently Surfshark have an amazing deal. By clicking the link in the description and using our code Paddock, you can get a whole 3 months extra for free. That is 3 months extra for free. In addition, Surfshark also offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. Again, use that link in the description and use the code Paddock for 3 months for free and a 30-day money-back guarantee.
You're running out of steam a little bit.
Running out of steam? I ain't got any steam.
You've got no steam.
Do you know what it is? It's not one night out. It's a month of nights out, Jay.
Yeah, it has been a bit of a...
To
be fair though, I don't think you didn't drink when we went away. I don't think I saw you with any drinks in your hand.
And then it's our Player of the Year awards on Saturday as well, and I could cry. The thought of getting drunk again makes me want to fucking cry.
I've joined the club, bro, for different reasons though. Do you know what I mean? Like,
don't want to do it anymore, Jay.
Welcome to my world, Steve. I've had those conversations with myself before on the kitchen floor at 5 o'clock in the morning. Do you know what I mean? It happens. So I'm gonna have to soldier on this one, am I?
Yeah. I just want to cuddle,
right,
like a pizza or something.
Yeah.
And then fucking tuck it in by about 6:15 tonight.
Yeah, no worries. We can do that. I'll tell you what will cheer you up though. What can cheer you up?
Is it Jurgen Klopp getting double fucked about?
Nailed it. Got it in one. That is hilarious, right? Seriously.
I got a question, Jay.
Go on.
Why, when Jurgen Klopp was on the verge of spending 110 million on a midfielder, which he said he'd never do, by the way, did everybody jump to the defence of him and start being like, well, actually, with inflation, Paul Pogba's 130 million, so he's not even actually spent more than United ever have. What the fuck?
Because they love Jurgen Klopp. That's the thing. It's like anything to defend or stick up for or promote or be his mate. So Jurgen Klopp, even though he's horrible to most journalists, he's always dead moody. Like, he can be vicious. Do you know what I mean? Really vicious. Like,
never seen a more piped off club in my fucking life.
I know, it's ridiculous. Like, they've got literally...
Wait,
they had... What?
Who the fuck's he? That's what I mean.
This, right, is my good friend from a show called The Apprentice. It's Aaron Willis. Right? Now, I know, right, Aaron.
Yeah.
Steve may as well be Amish or something because he doesn't watch any telly.
Get the mic about a fist away.
It's lost on him. When I say to him, "This is Kai from Love Island," he's like, "What do those words mean?" This is Aaron from The Apprentice. He's an apprentice. No, he's from a show. Right? There's a show. Do you remember Lord Sugar? Alan Sugar used to own Tottenham.
Does he not do it no more?
Yes. Oh, so you're aware of that?
No, I'm aware of him.
Right.
And his tweets.
Aaron was on it.
Right, did you win?
No, didn't want to win it.
Right, fair play.
He got to the point, right, where you have to have interviews, yeah? So you have all these tasks and then you get to one round where it's interviews.
Actually, I have seen an episode of The Apprentice. I think it was about 2007.
Right.
There was a guy trying to sell fucking candles or something.
Yeah, that's what you have to do, that sort of shit, don't you? So Aaron got to the point when he interviews and then he got knocked out. But then there was a bit of controversy, wasn't there? Well, not controversy, there was a bit of...
Is Lord Sugar a fucking absolute melon in real life?
Do you know what? You don't...
Put him on the spot straight away.
No, you don't.
He's on the contract by him.
You don't see him.
Do you have to talk about this afterwards?
No, we'll have a chat later. He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Because I get the impression he's going like, how do I lock my phone? Someone lock, what's me code? Why is it that?
Yeah.
What's it like? Because me and you have a little chat before.
No,
we didn't get to that Lord Sugar. I asked you about Tim, I asked you about Kevin. What was he like?
You don't see him at all anyway. Everyone always asks, what is he like? But you only see him during the task and then he fucks off. So you don't get to see any of that side of him.
Right.
So for what you see is what...
He's on fucking Twitter, that's why.
Mate, have you seen his tweets?
I've heard about him. I've heard about him.
He's someone who needs the password changing and he not knowing it.
Do you know what you need to give him? You know, you got your kids, you give them a pretend phone. And you go, that's a phone.
That tweets that.
Yeah, that tweets that. And he'll send out his tweet and like, no one's reading it.
No, what you need to do is you need to go and make him a private account.
Yeah.
But it needs to say IR Sugar rather than Lord Sugar.
Yeah.
So you do a capital I, so it looks like Lord Sugar still. And then you make it a private account so no one's following him. Yeah. And then you just fucking let him do what he wants.
Like, and then he'll tweet like...
Does he tweet it though, do you think?
Yeah.
There's a lot of tweets. Do you
because
think
you notice like what he does, it's like, that is definitely the tweets of a octogenarian, like who doesn't know where he is.
That's a really polite way of saying a fucking old lunatic.
I've never heard of octogenarian before.
I went to grammar school,
That's someone who's
I've been to uni twice.
in their 80s.
Yeah.
See? He's read that book as well. But listen, bro.
No, mate.
You might have been there on The Apprentice, right? But me and him have got GCSEs. Aren't we?
Yeah.
All right, there you go. We've both got GCSEs.
Close. I've got both of them.
Yeah, I've got both of them. Aaron, it's a pleasure having you on here.
Guys.
Obviously, the reason on it isn't because he was on The Apprentice, because let's be honest, that doesn't really matter to me and him. It's because you're a big United fan. So, I know you know already, but we're probably not going to be talking about United very much on this podcast, but that don't matter, especially when we've got better topics to talk about, like the fact that Jurgen Klopp's just getting his ass handed to him. Because I think, right, if you're going to take a stance, right, if you're going to go on camera, as Webby always says, you know what I love about Webby? When he's on a video, you can put this on camera.
We're on camera.
Yeah. And then he does it. He commits.
We will do, because we are doing it.
The cameras are for.
You can put it on camera.
I love Webby.
Yeah, he's legend, isn't he?
Bits, isn't it?
Yeah.
But he used to say this when he did fan cam. Put this on camera. I'm telling you now. Right?
On that camera?
Yeah.
The one that we're filming you on.
Okay.
That one.
You're the boss. We've done it.
Put this on.
Yeah. But like, he went on camera, right, Jurgen Klopp, and he was like, at his press conference, when we bought Pogba, giving it a big in. The day that I have to buy a player for 100 million is the day I'm done.
Didn't he, like, 6 months later buy Van Dijk for almost as much money?
Do you know what I mean? We've had all this with his wages.
Spend the same money as Pogba was on a goalkeeper.
So he's had...
Then he spent more than that on
Nunes. So he's had, at the time of him buying them, the most expensive defender, the most expensive goalkeeper, the Premier League's most expensive striker. At the time, they're not anymore. But
and then he was trying to add the midfielder, because then you get like a coin when you get all the set.
Like a little set.
Yeah.
So he's broke all these records, or he's these transfer records.
Doing miracles on a shoestring. Net spend champions. Because they've had a couple of really big sales, because Barcelona couldn't run a fucking piss up in a brewery. They've had a couple of really mad sales, haven't they? Didn't they get honestly, wasn't it like 200 million for like Suarez and Coutinho?
Do you know, right? Yeah. But do you know what? Yeah, but do you know what happens?
That's just carried them.
Yeah, but it has carried them a bit.
They've used that though, haven't they?
They've
used that.
Do you know when you get caught, when you shoplift when you're a kid, and your mum finds all the stuff you shoplifted? And she goes, where the fuck have you got all this from? And you go, I bought it with my spend.
Net spend.
And she goes, hang on a minute, it doesn't even add up. There's no way you bought all that with the £2 a week I've been giving you.
I traded up.
Yeah, like, oh shit. And she knows what's going on. It's like that with them. Like, they go, oh, it's the Coutinho money. It's 5 years later.
Yeah, they can't keep using that Coutinho money.
Oh, it's the Suarez money. What? You didn't even get that much for either of those two players.
Barcelona definitely haven't paid you by
Yeah, exactly.
Let's get
guarantee
You talk about net spend. Can we talk about net in the bank, please? Because Barcelona's is on a bit of fucking paper in some bastard's office. You ain't seen that money. That money don't exist. They're still trying to sell the fucking TV rights in 2050 before you get that fucking money, mate.
Mate, do you remember when De Jong wanted to leave, or said he wanted to leave, but they were like, they owe me 20 million quid, and I'm like, well, we're not giving it you.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'll stay.
Yeah.
Okay, what time's trading?
Do you know what I mean? Like, come on.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's the thing.
You can leave, yeah. What about, so that 70 million that I deferred? What 70 million?
The what?
No,
Don't know what you're on about, mate. Yeah, so this whole thing with Klopp, try to take, if you're going to take a moral stance, to be fair, right, Wenger was a bit of an idiot, but at times he did take that stance where he would go, I'm not giving my players these contracts.
He probably died on that hill,
He did, didn't he? He did. It cost him because loads of players left because he said, I ain't going to give you those big, massive, long-term contracts that everyone else is.
Him and Fergie actually got in the same mixer, actually.
Yeah.
I spoke to Chucky about this, and I thought, let me get an inside scoop. Joe and Fergie was all no value in the market, no value in the market. And this is like when Benzema was going for like 8 million and shit.
Don't get me started on
And I'm like, there was definitely value in the market. So I went to Chucky, listen, was that Fergie sort of being told by the Glazers, you ain't got all that cash? Or was it actually Fergie going, there is no value in the market that he's happy to play with? And he went, no, yeah, Fergie didn't think anyone was worth what they were going for. And I was like, that's my whole belief system fucked, because I was so certain that Fergie didn't believe that.
Yeah.
He was just, this is what he had to say.
Yeah.
And apparently not.
No, he did.
But him and Wenger had a lot of principles that were very similar. It even comes across the respect they had with each other, like when he phones him up. Managers don't phone managers. Not in 2013, 2012, to sort the Robin Van Persie deal out.
Yeah.
Like they phoned each other up, boxed it off, and agreed it.
It's a mutual respect they had, didn't it? That's the thing.
Yeah.
They had a mutual respect, and I think they knew how business should get done. It was an old school way, it was a gentleman way kind of thing, and it was a respect way. Whereas now, like, it's picking up the phone through Robin Van Persie. That never happened. Like, it's never happened.
No, I think those days have gone on unless you.
I mean, even you think back to the Cantona one. It was Martin Edwards that was on the phone, and Fergie's in the background going, "Ask him about Cantona." Like it was. Fergie didn't. Get, this isn't Brian Clough days. Now then,
unless you've got like some managers like say for example, you're at a club facing 115 charges, and you've got a goalkeeper.
Could be anyone.
You want to get off. Not naming names.
Not naming any
got
names.
A goalkeeper you want to get off your books for an inflated price.
Could be anyone.
You could ring a former player of yours and go, why don't you spend far more money than you should on this said goalkeeper, and you may or may not get some money off a random sponsor from Abu Dhabi further down the line. Now I'm not saying that happens, but
it could happen.
It could happen. That's the sort of thing.
Pure hypothetical.
Purely hypothetical, of course it is, because it's not real. But no, you're not going to get that. And I think a lot of the problems now, not problems, but the way it goes now is a lot of these managers don't have any relationship, do they, in terms of stuff like that. And you say Martin Edwards speaking to the Leeds chairman, and Fergie's giving him a little bit of a tickle, going, "Can you ask?" Oh, sorry, speaking to Howard Wilkinson, he's going, "Can you ask about Eric?" And we get him. Do you know what I mean? Get the greatest striker ever. That is unbelievable.
By the way, why did we play Benfica in a midweek friendly?
What?
Cantona's first game wasn't the derby,
right.
6th of December 1992.
Yeah.
It was actually, I'm pretty sure it was Benfica away, like 30th of November.
We love a friendly against Benfica, don't we? I must have seen a few of them myself.
But why? Yeah, why? They just seem to be there.
99 season, we went and fucking played a friendly. Like, how many games we played 99? All of them, right? Literally all of them.
Yeah.
And we went and played Aberdeen in a friendly at like Christmas.
But no one questioned it.
That's probably the Aberdeen thing's probably Fergie just going right.
It was Fergie sorting someone who's retiring out with him.
We'll go to Aberdeen. What? We've got a game tonight. I don't care. We'll go to Aberdeen.
Thursday. We play Liverpool. Saturday. Shut the fuck up and get on a plane.
Yeah. My mate is at Aberdeen. He's leaving, and we're going to go and play for him. So shut your mouth and get on the fucking bus.
Can we behind the camera? Can we Google what the friendly was for in 1992? I think it was 29th or 30th of November. How close am I on the date?
What is up with you?
1st December, bastard!
What did you say?
It's the fucking 30th of November.
Hey.
What? How have you managed that one? When you said Benfica midweek, I thought you meant last week. I thought I missed it.
It was Benfica though, wasn't it?
Yeah. So it was...
We wore the blue jazzy one.
You're scaring me now. Stop it. Yeah, that is a bit odd. But
the first pictures of Cantona is him holding the shirt, the blue shirt. You'll see in a second. With...
to celebrate Eusebio's
50th birthday.
Oh,
and on the 6th of December, made his debut as a substitute for Ryan Giggs, 2-1 win against Manchester City.
Hey, we spoke to Alex Stepney, didn't we?
Knowledge,
in pre-season. Talking to
you
Eusebio.
did, I didn't speak to him.
Did you not? You spoke to him before, hadn't you, though?
Yeah. I think I'm going to reiterate it because I'll never get tired of saying it. He is my favourite person in the world.
He's loved Alex Stepney. He's just the nicest guy. And it was funny as well because when he was talking, everyone just quieted down and was like, he had all these stories. And obviously, playing against the great Eusebio, making that save in the 1968.
Making that fucking player look irrelevant, by the way. Best player in the world at the time.
Do you know what I mean? And it was, do you know what made me laugh as well? There's two things that he said that made me laugh. One was the fact that he said Nobby Stiles was marking him, and the only time he got away from him was because Nobby Stiles lost his contact lens. He said Nobby lost his contact lens. And he also said in the quarterfinals they played this team who had a really good player, and he said Nobby did us a favour by giving him a right-hander in the first half, like knocking him out in the first half.
VAR then.
And the way he said it, it was like it was allowed. And he said, "Oh, Nobby did great. He just
fucking popped one of his
punched
jaw
him in the jaw in the first half, and that was it. That was the end of him." And I was like, didn't see that one coming. So yeah, great guy, Alex Stepney. It was just a privilege to listen to him. I'm going to go through some of the comments because there's loads of people getting involved. Make sure you do get involved. If you've got any questions for Steve, got any questions for Aaron, if you've got anything you want to say about the transfer saga as well.
Yeah, let's get some questions for Aaron while he's on here because you've heard me and him waffle plenty. So
yeah,
let's get some
questions for Aaron because Aaron is one of those weird people that I can't stand that does loads of stuff for charity as well. So we'll be talking about that.
Yeah,
you can explain yourself, helping.
Put that on camera.
Helping underprivileged kids. You want to get a grip.
Yeah.
Reece says...
You're never going to get a lordship with that.
Yeah. Then here's one for
peerage.
You.
It's a peerage.
You can think about this. Reece says, link them getting rejected by Caicedo to 1991. I'll leave that with you. Colin Wilmot, who's been a member of the Academy for 22 months, says, I love the tour content, lads. Very informative. with Stag Do Vibes. Great work, lads, up the effing paddock. Alex Buckingham, who's been a member of the first team for 33 months, says, Alan Sugar is something I'm not going to repeat because I don't know if it's libelous. Says, I swear, apart from my...
Sorry?
Is that... I don't know. It seems a bit...
Is it a bit?
I don't know.
Is it what?
Can you say it?
It's
What, is that even a word?
yeah.
Show me, I can't read.
Sorry.
A gigafanny.
Right, well, you've said it there.
I don't even know what one of them are.
When I don't know what a word is, I don't like to use
No,
it.
'cause
Just
then
in
you're
case
done.
it's saying something and it's like, oh, well,
Well,
Jay said that.
No, I asked the question, what is a gigafanny?
And I answered
is
it.
it?
I haven't got a jar of glue. I swear, apart from my dad's 80s computer, I've never seen an Amstrad product. Business art for the government, my ass. Fair enough.
He got loads of grants. I bet he got loads of fucking grants. Grabbing bastard.
Jay's other people as well in the just normal chat says Ziad Akiria says get some Klopp slander in. Don't worry about that. We always do.
It's not slander when it's true.
Yeah. Jay's Parker says afternoon Jay, love you mate. What a beautiful day. Alex Buckingham says just an extreme fanny. There you go.
There you go, then.
That he's explained it. Thank you, Alex. It's good
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
Any update on Maguire?
It's been accepted,
He's
hasn't it?
fucking going, lad.
Yeah, like have you done what? Where are you up to on the videos of Maguire? Have you gone?
No.
What have you done?
Well, mate, do you know how fucking busy I've been the last...
I've noticed how busy you did. Right, I had to do some turbo calendar negotiating with you yesterday where we had to move our news. You moved one of your videos. You like, honestly, bro, you wouldn't think me and him was in the same room. And it was like, can we make this work so we can get us all together on a table? And we did in the end. And even then you had to leave to go and get a train. So it was just like, I know how busy you've been.
So no, we've gone... Listen, sausage roll party, 3 o'clock, don't worry about it.
Anyway, if you haven't heard already, it's smooth sack summer. When you're playing in the summer sun, make sure you're scaped from pubes to bum. Is that meant to be a rhyme, that? I think it is, isn't it? When you're playing in the summer sun, make sure you scaped from pubes to bum. That's right, this summer, keep your balls cool while looking hot with Manscaped, the leaders in below the waist grooming. There's a link in the description. You get 20% off and free shipping. Now, what are you going to get for your 20% off and free shipping, man? What's all that about? I'm going to tell you. You're going to get the Performance Package 4.0. And what I love about this, it's got the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, and it's got a multifunctional on-off button. I am blown away by that, right? You want to say that on the apprentice.
I'm just thinking,
tell them about that, eh?
What
Not
an
only
idea.
does this go on, it goes off.
It's a button.
Yeah.
Just to be on.
Because how many times have you
class.
tried
It can be
turning
off.
something on and it's just permanently on off?
Yeah.
How annoying is that? I'm
love
sick of
that.
it. Do you know what I mean? You might have remotes I've had to take back because they don't work because of that. Well, this works. It's got multifunctional
it.
on off. It's got 4,000K LED spotlight.
Jay, can I stop you there?
Go on.
Because not only do you get the ball trimmers, do you
Right.
get the ball deodorant, you get the ball toner, right?
Go on.
And I don't know if this is a thing that Manscaped are officially offering, but if your testicles don't look like Jay's head,
Can I go on back?
you can ask them for your money back. Now, they
Yeah.
might say, are you fucking nuts? But
Nice,
you can
nice
ask.
pun.
Nice.
But
Nice
you can ask.
pun.
You can
Yes.
ask. You can ask. They can say no, but you can ask. But what they've also done,
Yeah.
they've taken the nail clippers
Yeah.
and they've given them a new name. And now they're the Shears 2.0.
I love that. What are them? Nail clippers not interested. What
No,
are them?
not anymore, mate.
Shears 2.0.
Shears
I'll have them.
2.0.
I'll have them.
I like it.
Hey, I think I'm having Shears 1.0.
I'll be honest with you, right?
No.
Like a chump.
Nail clippers are a genuine essential. I'm surprised that they didn't come with the original stuff. But now they're in there, that's happy days. Because you need nail clippers.
I cut my nails constantly because I've got little hands, little girly hands. I don't like having
Little,
long
innit?
fingers. I know, yeah. And, you know.
I wonder,
not
Jay,
cast
did you
aspersion.
used to maybe have a... Never mind.
I've got a small knob as well, right? But we don't need to go
No.
into that, right? Okay, it works.
Maybe
Yeah,
one
that's
fingernail
all you need
that
to
was
know.
slightly longer than
Yeah,
the
but
other.
if you use that shaver, it'll look bigger.
That's it, you see. That's
So
why I
that's what I
do.
mean.
Hey, I shave down there constantly,
it's
and it makes it look a reasonable size. So, if you want yours to look a reasonable size, or you want your balls looking like my head, or you want to cut your nails, go and check out the link in the description. Using the code Howson, yeah? When you think of balls and pubes, think of Howson, yeah? 20% off and free shipping. Your balls will thank you
Listen,
this smooth sack summer.
Here's the truth, right? You're going to fuck up and forget someone's present. If you just buy 30 or 40 of these, right, and have them stacked up in your bedroom, just in a corner, then when someone goes, oh, it's Uncle Pete's birthday, you go, shit, no mad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Because Uncle
Bye.
Pete's definitely not trimming his shit, is
Yeah.
it? Right? You know he's not. He's all out of his fucking shorts all over the gaff. Sort Uncle Pete's knob out.
I think everyone should be shaving. There's nothing worse. You know when you go to a urinal and someone's pubes are at the bottom?
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
really annoying. But then I think the person next to me who's going, will think they're my pubes.
So then
you're having to justify. That's not mine.
And then you have to pick them up and put them in your pocket.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
I mean, no.
Oh, you have to take your pants completely off. So they go, well, it's not his.
Yeah, it's not his.
Yeah.
That's the
so
thing.
look, it's not mine because I use the lawnmower 4.0, bro. And they're like, what are you on about?
Yeah.
What are you
Scroll
doing?
up a sec.
Pull your pants back up. Stop
Scroll
being
up
weird.
to the top. How many million men are we?
8 million.
Oh, they took it off this read.
Well, it was. When we started.
I was going to say, you see less pubes in urinals now.
Manscaped.
That's why.
It's cause and effect. There's
I
a
wondered why it's gone down.
I think they did a study at Oxford University that said the amount of pubes in urinals has decreased by 17%
You laugh.
since Brexit.
Someone's done that fucking study.
And that was
And it was
tied
probably,
into Manscaped.
and it was definitely a Tory that paid for it and
yeah.
got a massive grant for it.
and tried to justify some silly policy because of it.
Bought a new fucking boat with it.
Danny
That's the boats you need to stop, by the way. Penny Morderants.
Yeah.
Love that. Danny Shields says, Steve, great to see you at the Paddock match in Dublin. Great match. Class to meet yourself and all the players. Must get to Droylsden for one this season. UTFP.
Yeah, but it was mega. Dublin was a fucking good laugh, man.
We need to go back there.
We do.
You need to clear some time in your busy schedule so we can all go back there together.
I don't know about that, like.
Yeah, I know you don't know about that. I know you do.
We were trying to plan Thursday next week, and I was like,
I know. Man, it's like you try, and then you realise it's a waste.
who's your
of time.
favourite Dutch coach that's ever been at United? So you got your Steve McLaren.
Yeah, he's a good one, isn't he?
You got your Eric Ten Hag. You got your Mitchell van der Gaal.
I like his hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got Rennie Munstein.
Right, can I just say something? I'm so fucking annoyed with you.
What?
Right, how often am I on this channel? Genuinely. How often am I on it?
Weekly, at least.
Right, if I'm not on this channel 3 times a day, I'm slacking. Right, I'm off next week, and who have you got coming in?
One of them.
Yeah. He's got the most charismatic man I think I've ever met, who was on this brew and made us talk about football constantly because we couldn't help
I'm
ourselves.
not fucking doing that again.
No. Rennie Merlinstein.
He's in on Thursday.
He's in on Thursday and I'm away. I'm in a tent in Wales. And I'm looking forward to that, by the way, in case any of my
I think
family
you've got
watching.
as one of my favourite Dutch coaches.
Who?
Rennie Merlinstein.
Oh, he's amazing.
Sixth class.
And he's one of the... You know what I love about Rennie Merlinstein? He's got the touch of the chockies about him, you know. His filter's going. Have you noticed? I've watched a few interviews with him lately.
If Chucky's one end of the scale,
Yeah.
and who's like, just
Clayton Blackmore.
Yeah.
But not for those reasons, just because he ain't got... He's that. No, right, listen, Clayton Blackmore, I want to get out of it. He cleared the ball off the line in the 1991 Cup Winners' Cup final. He is etched into Manchester United folklore. Steve did an interview with him.
Just a shit interview.
Yeah. And Steve's done interviews with people before, a bit monosyllabic, but that was the one that was the hardest one.
Why was it so hard? Just different.
Example question. He just coached Mason Greenwood into the first team as like Clayton. Talks about Mason. When did you first recognise the talent? What was he doing? And I was like, you always know he was going to be great. Yeah.
Brilliant. What can you say to that?
Anyway, cheers, mate. Go and enjoy your golf.
Have we got a copy of this interview?
Yeah.
I want to know
somewhere. Fucking like pulling teeth.
That's brilliant.
So that you got Clayton Blackmore in this sheet. Extreme.
But Rennie's wordy though. Rennie you'll ask him something and he'll be like, yeah, anyway, but then let me tell you this. Like, that's what you want.
Oh, he was brilliant when he was on here. And also, what I've noticed is he told us certain things off camera, right? And you tapped him on camera, he'll tell you loads, but then off camera he'll say, "Couldn't really say this, but this is what happened." And I've noticed in recent interviews he started telling some of those stories that he said I can't tell you. Yeah. So he started going on live interviews, and going, "I'll tell you what happened in the dressing room for this game." And you're like, wow. So he's obviously thought, you know what? He's got a book coming out. I'm gonna let you know what's happening. Because he had that coaching book, didn't he? Because you're a coaching geek, you'd read that one. It's
very good.
Yeah. So we had him on about that, but he's just brought out. I think is it
me and Fergie or something?
Yeah, he's brought a book out about his time at Manchester United. Fantastic guy. I'm gutted, and also not only I'm not going to be on it, I'm not going to watch it either because I'm doing a digital detox.
Fuck off, Jay.
No, right.
A digital detox.
That's a polite way of saying.
Got off the sniff, did we?
Yeah.
Now you think you got to fucking get off the phone as well.
Right. Let me explain myself, even though I don't need to, because he can fuck off. But I'll tell you, I'm going to a tent in Wales where there's barely any signal.
Is there a fucking acoustic guitar in the vicinity?
Yeah. I'll be drinking herbal tea and fucking making.
I
was going to say making clothes out of my hair, but I ain't got any hair.
Grip.
And I just thought, rather than trying to find a signal in this tent or this field that I'm going to be camping in, I'm just going to fuck my phone off. And these kids that live in my house come.
Do you know the anxiety I've got about
get
hearing you fucking your phone off for a week?
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing.
At the start of the season as well, though.
I know. Well, I watched the game, the Wolves game, and then I'm back for the Spurs one. So
when you away then?
I go away. I'm not going to the Wolves game. I'm away on Saturday. Obviously watch the Wolves game in a pub or whatever, but I'm not going to have my phone. I'm fucking it off, and then I'm back for the Spurs game, so I'll be here for the Spurs game. So I'm going to miss the season opener, man.
So if you're interested in burgling Jay's house, that's what he's away.
Yeah, mate, fucking more than welcome. You've got to come down to Darky's Eccles and try. Hey, might have ring doorbells on our estate, mate. Hey, seriously, you know what I mean? I was doing the rounds when I moved in there. And, on the little WhatsApp group chat they've all got, does anyone know who this is? And my missus was like, yes, that's my fella, and he lives here, so fuck off.
I'm done.
You cheeky racist bastards. Right.
Yeah, who's this guy?
One of them ones. Screenshots of me walking home to my house.
Why has he got his park up like that?
This guy?
Hey, it's good to see they all watch Stretford Paddock. Right, loads of people in the chat. You've got all that little task I gave you as well, don't forget about that. The Caicedo, Klopp not getting Caicedo to 99.
My brain ain't working.
Right. Do you know what? He can work on that. Don't give him the task, actually. He's very delicate. One thing I want to talk about as well, before I just read out this Clayton M chart about it's the Brew old topics, allowed top 3 pies, pizzas allowed up the paddock. Odd topic, sorry. Allowed top 3 pizzas, pies. Top 3 pies, pizzas allowed.
I don't get it.
I think he wants us to name our top 3 pies and pizzas. Where are you from? Because you're not Wigan, are you?
Nah, Bolton.
Right, okay. Apologies then for saying you're not Wigan, because that's sort of...
Yeah, it's pretty, but yeah.
Because I heard you were Chorley, but I don't think...
I live in Chorley now.
Do you?
Yeah.
Chorley's like... Is that like between Manchester and...
Nah,
Manchester?
it's in between, as you go further between Preston and Bolton.
Right.
Yeah.
'Cause I used to work in Preston.
Did you?
Yeah, on Rock FM. Don't look at me like I did.
Yeah.
Rock FM was a reporter. Multi-award winning journalist,
Really?
me. Aaron, I can't believe you didn't know that.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, offended,
But they have the
honestly.
pies, like the Wigan, I love the pies.
Right, people who are not in the UK will not understand that throwaway line doesn't possibly convey the fucking love that there is of pies in Wigan.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't, like, I know you went in, like, everyone was on with pies, like, everyone loves, I think you've just gone straight in with Rock FM journalist.
Right, well,
No,
tell
we
me
need to
your...
roll the pies back because, like,
Right, because you're
give
out
them
of
out
the
at
three of
primary
us.
school.
You're closer to Wigan, aren't you?
Yeah.
than us?
kids get fucking pies at primary school.
Mate, seriously, you don't understand,
Like,
like...
that sounds like a line. That's not a fucking
It's
line.
true.
There's like kids out there now in MNs that are like struggling because of their addiction to pies.
We all had to go
Right.
through it.
Do you know what I mean? They're
We all
having
had
to
to
get
go
out.
through it.
Right, listen.
I mean, you have
just
to have a
fucking roll
detox
that round your
program.
napper a second.
A detox
Primary schools.
program about
When
pies.
Jamie Oliver finds out,
No, don't sell it because he'll go down there and ban
know.
him because he's a proper busy.
Yeah, let's...
Wigan,
muppet.
steak and kidney pies.
What's this? People eating food that costs hardly any money. Let's make it more difficult for them.
Yeah.
Hey, do you know what I mean? Because there's a bit too many E numbers in that. Too
Packed
much
lunch.
sugar. Oh.
Open your fucking pat
Do
lunch.
you know what I mean? Come and get it from Sainsbury's where I
I
work
made some
for.
tater.
Yeah, that'll be better. Right, so you're the expert on pies on this panel,
Right.
Because you're the closest to Wigan. So what's your top 3 pies?
Top 3, 100% meat and potato.
Staple.
Meat and potato straight away
Why
with
is he
brown
laughing
sauce.
behind the camera?
I know.
Yeah, sorry about this,
What's
Aaron.
it? I know.
What's funny about that?
What is funny about that?
It's just a funny show, right? That's very
Sarcasm in his voice again.
good. Is that sarcasm again from you?
If anyone from upstairs is watching, please bring the bat.
Yeah.
No, don't bring that back. I thought we did that as well from you. Right, so meat and potato.
Steak and kidney.
Steak and kidney.
Balti.
Oh,
Steak and kidney is well overrated.
controversy. It's all kicking off on the Brew. So you're saying steak and kidney's overrated?
I think, right, and
I'm scared to say mine.
some of the veggies in here are gonna like cheer for this, but
The veggies in here? In what, in here? No, nobody.
No.
Oh, wait a minute. We've got one. Sorry.
Wait, what?
No, don't tell him you're vegan. He's vegan.
It's vegan.
Jay, there's a policy.
I know there's a problem. Alexa, you're doing so well.
Have you got in?
Do you know what I mean? Don't, like, oh, no, this is going to be a right mess. Yeah, I'm sorry to tell you he's a vegan.
I think that's it for the day, innit?
I know, yeah, you've just ruined...
Yeah, let's
you've
wrap
just
this up.
you've
We
just
need to have an
ruined
emergency meeting.
an emergency disciplinary. Yeah.
I think a cheese and onion pie's got to be in there as well.
Wow, I'm relieved. I was going to say cheese and onion. I thought you
It's a
two
good
were
one.
hating me.
It is a
Cheese
good
and
one.
onion.
Especially if, Joe, you go to a restaurant that does a cheese and onion pie.
Yeah.
Some of them are fucking good, mate.
Where do you stand on meat pie? Just meat.
Yeah, the undescript flesh of some sort.
Yeah.
Well,
what
like
is
a
it?
steak and ale.
No, just
Or
meat.
steak- just
meat
the meat.
pie.
Just meat.
They
You know
go,
them little
what meat
meat-
is it? They go,
Oh,
how the fuck do
nah.
I know?
Yeah.
What with the jelly?
Yeah.
It's just meat, mate.
Just little ones that you get.
Well, is it
in the
chicken?
chippy.
Is it
Yeah.
fucking lamb?
It's
Is it
fucking
beef?
meat.
What
Do
is
you know
it?
what I mean?
It's meat.
It's
Yeah.
meat. It's pie.
Yeah, they
You
are
know what I
nice. Like
Yeah.
they're
Meat
good.
and tater.
So we're pretty conventional here, then, aren't we?
Yeah.
Balti was the most extravagant one.
The United pie is not a bad pie if you get it when it's not completely rock hard.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
that's a bit of a. I think that's steak, but there's chili in there and that. Isn't
Yeah, the United pie is good, but you'd have to buy it now for it cool down for match day, like
For
'cause
Monday.
it's that hot. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's too hot.
Let us know your favourite pie, because we're getting to the crux of the most important
Yeah.
issues facing Manchester United fans right now.
This is what we should be doing on a fucking Friday afternoon.
I know we've spent too much time talking about football, and you started it as well with your Chucky story. Horse pies, says Daniel Berry. My mate used to work for Iceland. Right, and there was one time we sit together at the game, and I remember one time I had to leave the game early because a well-known gangster had climbed onto the big wheel in the Piccadilly Gardens.
That's Dominic Noonan, was it?
Yeah, and was about to come off, and I was a reporter at the time. Another time he had to leave early because he'd found some horse meat in Iceland pies.
You say some.
What?
You say some. Wasn't it like
I don't.
almost exclusively fucking?
Yeah,
And it wasn't the fact they'd found some. I think it was the fact that his boss had then done a statement or a tweet or something, basically telling people to fucking eat it. It was like,
You've been eating it for 15 years. We've been doing that. Just
well,
get it down, you man.
And he was like, what?
And I was like,
no, we've just told them they haven't been eating it before because it's
not
new.
the Rock of Gibraltar.
Yeah.
brilliant.
Hey, Acorn Electron says lamb and mint.
Oh, where's he from?
I know we've got
come
a few
on, that's-
Tories in
that's a Tory.
Lamb and mint.
He's a Tory.
Sorry, Lord Acorn Electron. If that is your real
mushy
name.
peas, I think you've got to have mushy peas with a pie.
You can't not. I don't know. It's not even an option. You have mushy peas. You don't, do you?
See, in Wigan as well, you get pie butties.
You get a steak.
Oh, I love a
But
pie
some
butty.
putty on it.
Pie butty, it's elite.
It's not
That
too-
is amazing. You know when someone says something to you and you're like, straight away you know that's your tea tonight. Like, that is nailed on. I'm having a pie
That's a
butty.
Wigan kebab, isn't it?
Is
Wigan
it?
kebab.
Love that. Pie butty
Yeah.
is absolutely brilliant, yes.
I don't think people understand what is the origin. I mean, Wigan, rugby league team, used to have a fucking pie with arms and legs as their mascot.
Yeah, they
like
did,
people
yeah.
don't actually understand the fucking depth of the pie relationship.
Why has
did it
Wigan
start from?
become the epicenter of the pie world? Because Wigan is
It's a mill town, isn't it?
It's a mill town.
Yeah.
It's
And
a
there's
tiny town.
fucking loads of them.
Yeah.
Why that one just was like, we
Which
do
is,
pies and we do rugby league.
Yeah.
And
I don't
we do
know.
it pretty good at both.
Because Heinz that's where it's from. So why have they gone into pies? If anything, you go with beans
Yeah, that's weird, isn't it?
or soup.
I didn't know Heinz,
So-
I didn't know Heinz was from Wigan.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, but
Yeah,
I was sat nodding like, yeah, I'd
Father-in-law
take
used
your
to
word
work
for
in
it.
Heinz.
Right.
Used to have like dinted tins.
What, Freeman's?
Yeah, they've been dinted so kids have them after.
Walking around with a bat.
Yeah.
What did he used
Them
to
one-
do?
these ones are dinner.
I used to work in Asda.
He
We
didn't.
used to do that with
He never dropped them.
Right.
They just fell
Good lad. Yeah.
several times.
That's
to
right.
feed.
We used to, when I worked at Asda, it was a similar thing. We used to have
Yeah.
the whoops labels. So
Yeah.
when there's something damaged, like this crate of Stella's been damaged, so it's no longer $9.99, it's now 4p.
Yeah,
Do you know
yeah.
what I mean? It was that kind of thing,
Yeah.
and it was all perfectly legal. Let us know your favourite pies. The
Yeah.
other question was pizzas. So we're not really experts in pizzas, but we can give it a go. What's your favourite pizza, Aaron? Have you got a top 3 pizzas?
Yeah. Mighty Meaty.
Yeah, I call
It's
it
just-
Meat Feast, but might be that's fine.
Yeah,
That's
whatever.
a Domino's one, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like anything hot and spicy.
yeah,
Do you know, sometimes I just like a margarita.
yeah.
Like, I don't
It's
want
one of
some-
them days. Do you
Yeah.
know what? I'm in a little bit of a
Yeah.
couldn't care less
Yeah,
mood. Let's just have a margarita.
I had a buffalo chicken one. Do you know buffalo, the sauce that you get on wings?
No.
I had a buffalo chicken one in San Diego.
What was it?
May or may not
What?
have been blitzed off my
What?
fucking nut when I had this, by the way.
What was that meal we went for? What did you get? You got that thing that you kept. What was it? The pretzel or something? What was that thing that came? Do you remember we went for that meal? Me, you, John, Macca, and everyone. Do you remember that diner in the daytime in San? So that was in San Diego. And you got that. What was that big thing you got? Was it not a pretzel where it was like doughy?
Right, no, I do remember this, but I don't remember this.
Right. Okay. Don't matter. Forget it. But you.
I do remember having a pretzel at some point.
Yeah.
Because
Because it came before everyone's
don't think
meal.
it was in San Diego.
Yeah. Or was it Vegas?
Don't think it was even in America.
It was in America.
The life you guys are living. Don't know if it was Vegas. Don't know if it was.
I don't know what fucking planet I'm on at the minute.
Don't even know if it was America. Come on.
It could have been America. It could have been Droylsden. It could have been anywhere.
I'm the King Street, Wigan.
We get about
When did they have
us.
a fucking pretzel?
Do you know, like we all went for a meal. I think this is when we went to San Diego. Or it might have been. Yeah, I'm sure this was San Diego. No, was it New Jersey?
Oh, New Jersey. Another one.
Dining in New Jersey. Thank you. I'm getting there. Dining in New Jersey. We ordered food, but you ordered was that big doughy pretzel thing.
Top.
That was mint. That. What was annoying? I found out it was mint after I got my own because you wouldn't let me have any of yours.
Are the bollocks.
Yeah, they are. Me and I think it was me and Ronnie went to. We got hospitality at that time and they were serving them there. I was like, yeah, I'm having a bit of that.
Are they good though when they're mass produced like that?
Not as good as the one that you got at the time.
Made with love that.
Yeah, honestly, it was sick. Do you know how to eat in America?
Have you had a fresh made warm pretzel, bit of salt?
No, but I'm going to New York next month, so I'm gonna say
find one. New York's good for food, man. So yeah, I went for a run and pulled my fucking calf, and then had to walk 1.5 miles home.
Was that like your first day?
Second
day. Sorry,
but yeah,
second day.
And I was going past all these delis. I was like, right, well, I'm up. It's fucking like 5:30 or something. Yeah. Get some breakfast while I'm out here, I guess.
That.
So I was going into these delis, and I was looking at the sandwiches they were making. I was like, fuck me. So it was like, they had these, because they just opened. So they've just got all these meats just fucking piled up, stacked up like that. And I was watching a couple of dudes get sandwiches made and that, and it was just going fucking boom, have that. And I was like, ooh. Yeah, let's have one of them.
Yeah. You know how to eat, man. It's so good over there. We was like, New York we went to that diner and we were all together. And it was mint. It was like, you just can't help but like stuff your face and then you eat something and you think, nah, I'm full. But actually, you look at the menu, you see other people eating other stuff and you think, yeah, I'm going to have a bit of that.
More.
Yeah. How long you out there for?
I'm doing 5 days with Mrs.
Yeah. Have you been before?
Not New York, no.
Probably not.
So I did San Diego before, like with work, REF, we travel well. And then we just got absolutely just food after food.
5-star only.
It was 4-star.
Oh, slumming
Oh my God, I bet it was a fucking complaint flying there, wasn't it?
We were fuming.
This bottle service is substandard.
But they know how to eat though, don't they? That's the thing, they know how to eat.
San Diego's ace. I love San Diego.
San Diego's like northern quarter with weather and a beach.
Yeah.
That's the most perfect description of San Diego I've ever heard in my life.
It's a really good description.
I was surprised because I didn't realise because I'm thick.
A bit more Spanish.
Yeah, I didn't realise how Spanish it was because it just looks like...
We ended up in a Spanish supermarket, didn't we? And they did not even pretend to put English on anything.
No, it was meant... Where did we keep eating in San Diego? Was it the taco stand?
Keep eating.
Was it the taco stand, Ethan? Oh, sorry, well, we went there. Breakfast, dinner and tea. Like, we found it, we liked it, we stuck with it. That's what you do when you're abroad. I don't care whether you're in San Diego or in Benidorm. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to go to the place that we know. Someone else in the chat says, Peter Kelly says, can we laugh at Steve, Jay, Adam and Joe rattling the entire Arsenal fan base with their predictions yesterday?
Oh, have you seen it? Have you seen? I've been tagged in so much stuff.
What, on Twitter?
These lot don't know what the fuck they're a cry in a river. I don't care.
Right, we all four of us, independently but together, did our predictions. Joe Smith just walks into the room, actually.
Jordan 8th, which was definitely a boil piss, and all the rest of us had him 5th, didn't we?
What I loved about as well is, Jordan 8th. You challenged Joe on pretty much everything he said, except that. You were just like, what? Right, okay. You had him 5th. I had him 5th. I think Macca had him 5th as well. And then
the entire Arsenal fan base is just
fucking...
It's a prediction. Go win the league then. Fucking do it.
Right, and I won't mind, right? Joe made a good point.
Not one of us. Oh, no, Adam did. I was going to say, not exactly like we had United win the league.
Macca did. But Joe made a good point of like, they finished 8th more than they finished in any other positions over the last 5 years.
There's logic there.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So you can't argue with that kind of logic. So it makes sense. I didn't realise, I knew they would, but I've not read any of it. Are they proper like
just funny.
Losing it on Twitter?
All of them.
Oh, brilliant.
Every single person that's an Arsenal fucking content creator.
They get so annoyed.
I've never seen a fan base like that who gets so precious though.
It was weird, wasn't it, last season? Because obviously the whole treble thing was just horrible. But there was I preferred Arsenal to win the league over City. But there was a point where they were doing really well, Arsenal, and the fans were all getting giddy, and they're all giving it all the big un, and they're all on Twitter, and they're all coming out with outrageous statements, and you've got your mate coming in here with his little Premier League trophy and all that, and there was a little part of me that's thinking, you know what, it wouldn't be that bad if Arsenal didn't win it. It was, and I hate City, and it was just that much because they were so.
I think everyone got to that point where you're like, actually, I remember thinking if City win it won't be as bad. 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's what I mean, and it was like
the fans just got too much. It was relentless.
They do, too much. And it's a bit of a nightmare. But we were thinking this season they're going to struggle. Aaron, what do you reckon? Because you obviously were here yesterday to give your prediction. Do you see United doing better than Arsenal this season, or do you think it's going to be the other way around?
I actually think United will do better this season than Arsenal. I think, obviously, Arsenal had a fantastic season last season, but I think just the way that United have got now, that extra year we've settled in, we've bedded in, 100%, I can't see Arsenal going anywhere near that. I think fourth, fifth is a well-fair prediction.
There you go. Can't argue that.
Put that on camera.
Can't with this guy.
I think
put that on your camera, yeah. Right.
I'm not just saying that to wind them up. I think there's going to be stronger teams out there now.
If you didn't say, I think Arsenal probably win the treble, actually. They would be like, well, yeah, we will.
Yeah. And it's like, the thing that annoys me with Arsenal, right, is Martinelli has a good spell. Martinelli's the best left winger in the world. Best left winger in the world.
Ever.
And then when his form dips a little bit, get rid of him, get Trossard in. Then it's like, who was it? Gabriel's the best defender in the league. He's amazing. Then his form dips. Oh, he's rubbish. Get rid of him.
Saliba being a Rolls Royce, apparently.
Yeah.
I thought Rolls Royces were good.
You don't like Saliba, do you? See, I think he's all right. He's one of the few players.
I think he's a decent.
We just roll back the game at Old Trafford. Just watch that and you make the case.
I'm not saying he's not got issues, but I do feel like there was a reason why when he got injured, they struggled. Because I think for them, he's a pretty good player. And I don't rate Gabriel. I don't. I think you don't rate Saliba. I think Gabriel is bang average.
Yeah, Gabriel's shit.
So I think it's actually Saliba at Everton. And you notice that when he went out, it just all went wrong. Do you know what I mean? And it was like a Jenga tower. You take one or two players.
They didn't have a lot of injuries either.
No.
And they'd be like, we didn't have Gabriel Jesus, whatever. Tony Marshall's still a Manchester United player.
And also,
we didn't have any striker.
They did that whole thing with Jesus, right? He comes in, and they did it with Zinchenko as well. There's a reason Pep Guardiola sold you Jesus
for 100 mil.
Because he knew what he was doing. Because he didn't need him, and he knew that they weren't going to win you the league. Do you know what I mean? It was the people going, "Oh, Pep's made a mistake."
No,
has he?
No, he's not. To be
fair, City struggled last year.
Really struggled.
And also, as well, with the whole Zinchenko thing, he's not that good. Like, he's all right. I mean, I've never seen anyone in my life call a huddle in the middle of the first half for goals they've conceded and then go and concede another goal. Like, come here, lads, right? I'm having a stinker. You need to play better than I am. That should have been his huddle because he was shocking that game and then he carried on being shocking after his huddle.
Lads.
Yeah.
Anyone got any ideas?
Yeah, help me out. Does anyone know how to play left back?
The only thing that worries me, I think, with Rice, I think, that's the only thing that worries me. I can see him having a really good season.
3 words. Kobe Mainu. Yeah.
Kobe's amazing.
Add him in his pocket.
But I don't know. It's not the fact that his ability. Oh, Kobe, mate. Yeah. But I was thinking,
you know what I said about me having GCSEs? Forget that.
It's that leadership, I think. That's what they probably needed at that time. And that's the only thing that worries me.
I believe he's a real good character.
Right.
He's good for the dressing room.
Yeah.
I like the fact he wanted to go there. Kind of like, okay, that's fair enough. But he's all right. I'm not like, oh my God, they've got Declan Rice. Do you know what I mean? No. Also, as well, I don't rate Arteta.
For 105 mil.
I don't. No, that's what I mean.
When Souness finds out, he'd be like, well, 20 goals. That's what you got to do as a £100 million midfielder, if I remember right.
Will he though?
No. There might be a reason.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you said it and I agree. I don't think Arteta is a title-winning manager as well. Or I don't even think he's that good a manager. I think the things that people like about him, I actually dislike. He's like, oh, Arteta there on the touchline giving it all. I think that's just idiotic. Do you know what I mean? I think it's unnecessary. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm being harsh, but Stampo says Arteta is getting sacked this year.
Joe, I was going to do this with Ben before and I forgot. So
do it here now.
Let's do it with us three. I want your 3 managers that are definitely going at some point this season.
Aaron, you can go first because you're the guest. And you know, on this show, we treat guests with respect.
Cheers for that. I think
after the first 15 minutes,
I'll definitely go for Arteta.
Really?
Good lad.
Is that because of the pressure that they put themselves under with the fucking wanker of a fan base they've got?
Yeah, I think I can see him going. And it's a bit of this is a controversy. Are we saying sacked or leave? Or walk out?
Leave. Definitely not there by the end of the season.
Right, okay, yeah. So, do you know what? And I'm not just saying this, I think Klopp.
Oh, love that.
I think Klopp. I think, depending on what happens this afternoon, whatever, if he's not going to get his way now, and he's not getting his way with, I think he could walk. I think he can walk.
You know what, right, with Klopp? I was saying this earlier. Him to go on that press conference today and say, I got it wrong about 100 million, paying 100 million pounds is too much. I got it wrong. I admit I was wrong. And then not get that player if he doesn't get him will be in his head. Because that's going to feel like I've been shafted here. This is getting on top. And he's very sort of easy to sort of rattle any Klopp where he thinks like the world's against him and things aren't going right and he's not getting the credit he deserves and all the rest of it. So I don't think that's the most ridiculous shout. I know he's been at Liverpool for quite a while now, especially in comparison to other managers in the Premier League. But sooner or later it's going to get to him. And like, I think you saw it, didn't you, in pre-season as well, where he was snapping at the kid asking for an autograph. He's not quite as, the mask is slipping, is my point.
I think so. I think he's starting to see, and like I said, I think everyone used to love him, love Klopp. Yeah. Oh, he's so fun. Press conferences are fun, aren't they? But he doesn't give anything back, does he?
Approaching on one title in 10 years, by the way.
Do you know what I mean? So I won't be. It is a controversial one. I generally think so, but I won't be surprised. I won't be that surprised.
You've gone big here, bro.
I won't be that surprised.
I'm backing it.
I love that.
I'm backing it.
Arteta and Klopp, you're going to go hard.
I don't think Arteta will, because I think he's still got money in the bank. But that fan base can put a lot of pressure on because they're off their napper.
I could see like this being one of Arteta's last seasons. I don't think he necessarily go this season, but I could see it being like the beginning of the end. So go on, you've gone Klopp.
A lot of money.
Arteta, yeah.
How much?
He spent 657 million. Give the kid a break. Do you know what I mean? What do you expect for that? Trophies.
What about Eddie Howe? If he's got the only reason why he's done it fantastic. He got himself in Champions League, but I think they're now looking at beyond, surely, with the money that they're investing.
12th, 13th, and not quite doing anything in Europe. There could be a lot of pressure on because they're like big project, big money.
We're adding another game now a week for them. European, do you know what I mean? I think it's putting a lot of pressure on him. I think now they've got the money. Do they think there's someone better than Eddie Howe here?
Yeah, maybe.
If you're a big investor, which they are, biggest club, richest club in the world, there's a better manager out there.
And they just throw in 20s at Zidane and see what happens.
Yeah.
Producer Ethan, what do you reckon, Eddie Howe? Class. Yeah, he says that about it. He's
not front going anywhere, mate.
He says that about everyone. Right, so you've gone Klopp, Eddie Howe, and Arteta. So you've gone quite big there.
I've gone big.
Fair play to you, man.
I'm not playing it safe. You could go very easy, couldn't you? But
yeah, no, I respect that, Mr. Howson.
I'm going to say Postecoglou.
What,
no Harry Kane.
Postecoglou, showing off because you can pronounce his name.
I was going to say it, but I didn't know how to pronounce it, so I went with Howe.
Spurs' manager. Postecoglou. I don't know. He's a decent manager,
Is he?
Mate, he's won.
You go and look how many fucking titles Olympiacos have won and tell me what the difference is in that. And Celtic.
Mate,
stop it.
Don't set me up for them. Might as well. No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna, and it's so hard not to.
Right, and I think no Harry Kane, big expectations.
Okay. No Harry Kane. I'll give you that one. Yeah, that's massive for them, innit?
I think Rob Edwards. He's only been there 6 months.
Who?
Luton manager.
Oh, him. Yeah. No.
Oh, they'll stick with him, sure.
Oh, do you know what though? They could do like who was it who
lose like the first 6 on the bounce.
Yeah, like it has happened, hasn't it?
Yeah, was it
Scott Parker? Where was he at?
Scott Parker at Fulham.
He got binned him off, didn't he? Like it does happen where.
Do you know what? Please bring Scott Parker back because I just love the streets edits of his fucking post-match interviews.
Yeah,
they're
really
amazing.
They're
amazing. I never have so much fun just giggling on my sofa on my own. Like.
So you've gone Postecoglou, Rob Edwards. So you've gone pretty okay. You've gone one
mid-tabler
and one sort of, not a bad shout. Go on, who's your next one then? You need a big one here, kid. I'm not telling you what to do, but
you need a big one.
He went.
I think Klopp. I think he's on it with Klopp.
Mate, Klopp. Love it. Love that.
Let's go back round full circle.
Right, Klopp, Rob Edwards, and Postecoglou. You've gone Klopp, Arteta, and who else? Eddie Howe. So I'll go with.
Ten Hag.
Never. He'll outlast us all. Even if I thought I wouldn't say it, I don't anyway. Right, I'll try and be different. So I'll go Sean Dyche.
Pep.
It's a good shout, Dyche.
What? There's a world where City actually get the justice that's coming their way, and Pep goes, "I'm fucking out of here because I don't want that all over my record."
I can see that
He goes,
happening.
"Oh, that's horrendous. I knew nothing about this. I better leave so it doesn't tarnish me."
Yeah. I agree. I just don't think it'll be this season. I agree with everything you just said. I think he will do that because I think his reputation is obviously, it's peaking. He won't want to be like And if he does leave and goes, she's awful, I can't believe this happened.
Well, he put it on record, didn't he? He said, if it turns out that this has happened, then I don't want
Yeah,
to. He played it safe by going there, didn't he?
He did. So I don't think it will be this season. So that's why I'm not going for him. So I'm going to go. I'll go.
This email was from you.
What? If I find out there's been any wrongdoing going on, wrongdoing going on,
lost the phone. That happens.
Yeah, Rebecca Vardy, it fell in the sea. Right, so I'll go. I think Everton might struggle for a bit.
You went Dyche.
Dyche is keeping them up, mate.
Do you
He knows where he can get them 8 wins.
Right, okay. So I'll stick what I said anyway. I'll go with Sean Dyche. I'll go with.
Say Pep.
I'm not saying. Look at you trying to. And you join in as well. I'm trying to think.
Moises.
I think Gary O'Neill. I know he's only just took over, but I think Wolves is going to be
The fact that they're already giving a bullet.
Yeah, I think it could be like a Watford scenario.
They might sit him down and fucking cock it and be like, right, don't fuck up.
Yeah.
That's a good
so
shout.
I wouldn't be surprised if Gary O'Neill actually ends up, and I need to go someone big because that's too sort of relatively, definite relegation fodder.
Let us know in the comments who do you guys reckon?
I'll
Forest manager Cooper. I think they'll do all right this year.
Yeah, I think they will.
Yeah, maybe. Should we just go for the hat-trick? Should we all go Klopp?
I think.
Yeah,
Shall we
fuck
just
him.
stick it in? Do you know what? And when he finishes 4th and gets to the FA Cup semi-final, you can clip this up and go, look, he's not going anywhere, he's staying. You know what I mean? Like, we care.
But I think he'll walk. I generally do. I think
he just hates it, doesn't he? He's just like, he's had enough. He's had his little period where they won trophies and all that, and then they did really well, and they were challenging City. He's seen City just pull ahead. Pep's still getting back properly. Players aren't coming to him.
Wait,
Other
are you
teams
suggesting he's not getting backed? By the way, all them fucking Scousers that'll be like, get the Norwich scarves out the fucking second anything happens at Manchester United. You lot can't wait to fucking go in on your owners. Yet here they were about to fucking throw £110 million on a midfielder, which if you'd have done, by the way, that would have meant every single team in the top 5 outside of Manchester United have had a £100 million player except us. Chelsea have got Enzo. Liverpool would have had Caicedo. Obviously, Chelsea now have got a few. Manchester City got Jake Grealish, and Arsenal got Declan Rice. 4 clubs would have had a £100 million player, but not Manchester United.
And that is a real quiz.
And you're not seeing any phone-ins about that on TalkSport this week because it doesn't fit their fucking narrative. No.
Well said. Oh, do you know what as well? Like, get the Norwich scarves out. You're right. It's not like we protested when we were the reigning Premier League champions.
In between 2 Champions League finals.
Yeah, we didn't protest then, did we? Definitely didn't protest when we'd won like 4 of the last 6 titles as well. Yeah, good shout. Got us there. People's Daniel Farr says Cooper, Moyes, Klopp. Ross Wheeler says Boyle on a mad one. Burley even on a mad one. Nikhil says...
Poch could get a bullet, but I think they'll be fine as well.
I think
they've got
they'll
too
do
much
right.
space in between games.
I think they'll do all right this season.
Right.
If he loses 2, maybe book a moving van and just keep it on ice.
I think he'll do all right. I really do.
Before we wrap up, Aaron, tell us about your work for charity, because you're one of these odd people that likes helping others.
I know, it's weird, isn't it? No,
this last time you're coming on here.
No, I'm the CEO of a charity, Stride, which is for Greater Manchester kids in deprived areas who need a bit of empowerment, a bit of help in career, a bit of mentoring. Basically, they just need some help from us guys, really. So we get them, whether it's off the streets, and give them a bit of career advice, relationship advice, any advice that they need to give them a better life, then that's what we do. So, I've been CEO now since March, so loving it, absolutely loving it. It's
good stuff, bro. There's a link in the description. Do you help 43-year-olds from deprived areas who might need life advice, relationship advice, career advice?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's
I think the career advice is a massive one, and I think as someone who's like switched careers a couple of times, actually, I think people need to know at 14 and 15 you don't need to make a decision that's going to last you for the rest of your life. And I think schools are set up in a weird way that they put so much pressure on you to be like, what you going to fucking be next year? And I don't think you need to be. I think you just need to go and find out who you are first and what you like doing and all the rest of that sort of stuff. So I'm glad there's places that people can go and get outside career advice from. I don't know anything about what you're doing, but I'm hoping from real people.
I think that's it.
Fucking teachers who just stayed in the education system their entire life.
I think that's the issue that we've always had, because you're bred, aren't you, to school, high school, primary school, high school, college, and that's what you get told from when. So we go in and actually say, listen, you don't have to go to uni. Who says you have to go?
Yeah.
If you're good with your hands, or if you could do anything. Do you know what I mean? If you've got,
burglar.
you could be a burglar. Do you know what I mean? And where's it called? Where do you live? Eccles, ring doorbells. You can,
Good luck getting out of state.
yeah. You know what I mean? They can do anything. Pie shop, Wigan, whatever you want to do, you can do.
No,
The thing is, though, someone's probably making a fucking killing doing like artisan pies in Wigan, because I bet you're gonna have there'll be a pound pie shop, right? But
Pie bakery,
there's gonna be like a $15.95 pie with like frills on it and stuff and like fancy fonts.
Lamb and mint.
Yeah,
No,
they do a bit of like merchandising on their pies and stuff.
Yeah.
You two are going on a podcast together.
Jay, let the man sell pies.
Right. There's not the pies one that's done me. Right. Yeah, no, I agree. Like, I'm the same. I was in a warehouse till I was 24. You know what I mean? I was like, I didn't go sort of higher education until I was late 20s.
But it's right, isn't it? In the Instagram world, people think at 17, 18, where's your fucking Lambo, lad? Like, why, are you slacking? Why aren't you trading Forex? Like, all these liars.
Yeah.
Like, you've got to go through a process of finding what you're fucking all about. And you're going to fail, and you need to fail.
That's the thing.
And like you said, using the RAF, you fucking switched out of that and done something else. So, like, you know, I think there's far too much pressure on people to nail their colours to a mast, say, this is what I'm going to do for my career. And in no way is it. You don't fucking need to do that.
Well said. Yeah, good stuff. Good luck with all that, Aaron. We'll definitely get you on again, man. It's been a right laugh for you.
I want to know more about that.
Yeah,
you see. What are you up to this weekend? Who have you got?
Sandbatch at 2 tomorrow if you're in the area. It's like near Crewe, kinda.
Yeah.
Come down and watch us. No United obviously till Monday, so if you're in the area, come make a big fucking racket. We're going for 3 out of 3. We had I'm quite proud of this actually that we did this week. So we announced a sponsor today. Voting finished at midnight last night, and I put my money where my mouth is. And we've spoken a few times about, you know, people have said, what do you want for ownership? And I was like, well, I don't really want Qatar, I don't really want Jim Radcliffe. Realistically, if you ask me what I want fan ownership, which is what we've done with Paddock FC. And we've been putting that, we've been putting votes out for a few months now, but we've not really, they've been quite superficial votes like Player of the Year and quite basic things. But this week, we did something that was pretty fucking serious, actually. Sponsorship ethics. And there was quite a heated debate, sort of took off following it on Reddit, with people putting their views forward and tried to reply to everybody that was on there. As a club, we have people of different faiths and ultimately want to have a massive academy. And I think football's going this way anyway, where you're seeing less and less gambling sponsorship. And I have gambling sponsorship, and I don't mind alcohol sponsorship. But my audience is blokes. It's like 35 and over is your biggest demographic on my YouTube channel. But the football club isn't me. The football club needs to exist as its own thing. Yeah. So we did a vote this week where we asked people what they thought in terms of should we put something in the constitution of the football club that prohibits alcohol and gambling sponsorships from us as a club, and it passed with 80% of the members saying yes, that they want to enact that. And then we told them about our new potential front of the shirt sponsor, and I think it was 91.5% people voted the new shirt sponsor through, which is 10 Trade. So truly putting the fans at the decision making of the football club, because I believe in that.
Wow.
I like that,
we came to a conclusion of that this week. The kits will probably take about a month or so to get ready for the public. So thank you to everybody that voted, and there's some more big decisions coming as well. But I've really enjoyed the process of putting that out there, and also the, you know, seeing the feedback, because there was a lot of people was like, I don't think we should fucking lock ourselves off from, you know, potential revenue from bookies or whatever. But I think for the long-term good of the club, and, you know, especially players from different faiths, if they don't feel comfortable wearing a shirt because it's got like an alcohol sponsorship, I don't want to put people in that position. I want the club to be welcoming and inclusive.
No, it's good, and it's good, you know. I know you anyway, obviously, and when you said you was going to do what you do, I know that in my mind you stick to your word and carry it through, and you have done. And it's such a short space of time as well, and it's, you know, it's good to see that a club being run like that, and I wish our club was as well, but, you know, we can but dream, because you went with 100 plus none, you know, we wanted 50 plus one, and that never happened, did it? And it's not going to, is it? And now we're going the other way, where it's like, we're you know, we're waiting for the next billionaire. It's 1 plus none. Do you know what I mean? It's like, which billionaire is going to take us over? We've gone from having 6 to 1, so yeah, it's gone the other way. But listen, we'll see what happens with the ownership and all that other stuff another day. Go and check out Stretford Paddock FC and Stephen Howson TV. Go and check out, there's links in the descriptions. Go and check out what Aaron's been doing. Aaron, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on here. This has been The Brew. Big thank you as well to Surfshark sponsoring us and Manscaped as well. That's been Stephen Howson. That's been Aaron Willis. I've been Jay Motti. Thanks for watching.
Cheers.